Hey, welcome back to Spilled Ink, the Comics Wellspring live drawing show where we're spilling ink and spilling the tea. And of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blocksdorf, and we have our amazing co host, Max Flowers. Hello, Max.
Hello.
And of course, every week we have an amazing guest, and this week we have the astonishing, wonderful R.D. Murphy. Hello, dude. What does R.D. stand for?
Ryan David. But I
Right.
do that
Dude, that's
because
so cool.
thanks. Well, yeah, because I'm actually a fan of the other Ryan Murphy, who's made like a lot of like stuff I wish I made, to be honest. But yeah, he took that name before I could, so I kind of have to make do.
That's awesome, though. R.D. Murphy, how rad. It's a good like creator name. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's just very
Yeah.
fitting in general. Like it works so well.
That's what I also do teaching, so I kind of wanted to like distance myself a little bit, on like social media, make me hard to trust.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, there you go. That's a great reason. Your day job.
Yeah.
You're an art teacher, aren't you?
Yeah. Part time at the moment.
Okay. That's so cool.
Thanks.
What was your schooling like to get that, and what kind of like level do you teach?
I did like just my undergraduate in like fine art illustration. So I mean, no real training. I actually do it through like a company. It's like an after school program. But I'm also in grad school right now to get like properly certified, so I can actually work in like a school like properly.
Dude, that's sick though. Teaching is something I've always had like an ambition to do in a big sense. So I really admire that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love like being able to talk about craft and help people, improve and stuff. But I wouldn't ever be able to teach at a college because of all the stuff that they necessitate that you have, the master's degree in education and shit. Like I just can't go through with that. There's no way.
Yeah, that's a headache. Well, you guys kind of do like it in a way. Like, I mean, you do like your videos that are like educational.
Yeah, we try to kind of find our way around it in a sense, like
yeah,
it's a big goal of ours. Yeah, it's I don't know. Honestly, like I guess teaching too, it's like you get to practice stuff over and over again, and I guess that's kind of what's cool about the show is that was a big fun part. Max is pushing me to do stuff over and over, so it's just like a way of teaching, a way of learning discipline. Really, teaching is just about learning discipline in some instances, like
that's true. Actually, one of my like classes I had recently, the guy was kind of talking about like why people want to be teachers, and he was talking about like how he thinks a big part of it is like you love to learn. Like if you love to learn, then you want to like help people, also learn, or like you like, I don't know, yeah, learning.
Yeah,
learning
completely. It's we try to. I mean, especially with our crafts, you know what I mean. There's always something. Any of the arts, music or writing, drawing. Like, there's always so much that's just you got to have a learner's mindset always. And if you kind of close that off, you're gonna screw yourself as a creator really bad. But like being able to realize that and then practice that over and over enough to like feel confident to share that with people. That's just really good.
Yeah,
you need to know your stuff. I mean, potentially, hopefully. I mean, yeah.
I don't know anything.
That's what we all profess and say all the time. It's like I don't know shit. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Just in case I'm wrong. You don't want to. So yeah, you wanted to do an AI Terminator, which I feel is like so much fun. It's a little redundant, but like in a ridiculous funny way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what was your mindset about tonight's pick?
Well, I mean, I have like a lot of thoughts about AI, I guess, like and like how I don't like it, and because there's this, I know there's a new Terminator animated series that just came out on Netflix.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
I saw that, and I was watching like T2, and and I feel like I always have said this, like when people talk about AI, where I'm just like, have you guys watched Terminator? Like, do we not know like the message of that? Where it's like, this is like, if we become reliant on stuff like that, like it's gonna lead to bad things. So yeah, I just kind of like thought of that connection. I was like, that could be a good idea for a drawing.
Dude, yeah, and honestly, I've never driven like there's so many ways to go about a Terminator approach too. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draw like the raw like metal skeleton type of thing, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna stack some like monitors behind them and have it say like artificial trash or something. But like I've never tried to draw a robot before, so I was like, oh man, this is gonna be an interesting session.
Yeah, it's a good challenge.
It's hard drawing mechanical stuff. Like
Yeah,
unless
it
it's
is.
like your favorite thing to draw is like mechs and stuff. Like
Dude,
I'm
yeah.
so used to doing organic, forms that doing the stricter robotic wires and stuff. It's a ton of fun to do, but it's detail heavy for sure.
Yeah, everything's got to be so precise and like make sense within itself.
Yeah, you can kind of get around it, but yeah.
Well, yeah, well, especially with this, it's like it doesn't really need to make sense. Like,
no,
yeah, AI doesn't make sense at all. There's like a bunch of weird things melting into each other and like multiple hands and yeah, it doesn't really
It's
matter.
its own style, man. No. You start defending it like crazy.
Yeah.
No, I've always been very outspoken on AI. One of the most frustrating things ever. I mean, there's instances I have used like ChatGPT to be like, hey, make me a form or give me an outline or something, and I'm like, you know what, you save me a lot of time I just didn't want to use myself. Like,
yeah, I get
that's
why
just
people
boring work.
Yeah.
But like for drawing and art and like I use it for the mundane stuff, like the stuff you don't want to do. That's what I use AI for. That's what I think you're supposed to use it for. Is like it should be doing all the crappy things we don't want to do. It's not supposed to do all the fun, cool stuff that we like love and challenge ourselves and stuff like that. Like I don't want.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to make a report. Like it's just I make my report for me so that I can draw. Like that's what I'm gonna use it for.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I do get worried though that like it's just gonna be like a slippery. Like I feel like I personally don't like using AI for like anything. My girlfriend, she uses it all the time, like ChatGPT and stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like
I respect your resilience against it though. Like I think that's admirable.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty admirable.
It's honestly like one of those things I do feel guilty about using.
Yeah, if I'm writing copy, like I'm trying to make the copy like one as simple and short as possible, and then two like as fun and like human as possible.
Yeah.
Because that's what people are gonna connect with, and nobody wants to read like, boring shit.
Yeah.
Our eyes just glaze over and don't automatically know what's in there and don't read it. So throw something fun in there, and then maybe somebody will read it one day and be like, haha, that was funny, or whatever.
Yeah. I think it's like I don't know, like with like art made by humans, like there's that connection that you can't really get with like AI. I don't think, at least.
Oh yeah.
Well, and then there's the whole conversation of like, is AI even doing anything, right? Like AI isn't creating anything. It's just amalgamating the work of other people.
That's true. Yeah. I was thinking about this because it's almost annoying because in a way it is like how humans make art, where like you look at inspirations and you draw from like, other artists. It's just, it's not done by a human, which is like what I don't like about it. Because that's how I like look at pictures and like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's interesting. It's we opened up a box and there's no putting anything back in,
Yep.
So we'll have to wait and find out what happens.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of insane just in general. It's weird how fast it's like taken over and like infiltrated every dude. Like all these iPhones are getting artificial intelligence in them. You know what I mean? Like that's a trip. It's kind of scary
Yeah, I
because
know.
we didn't like. I feel like that should be. I don't know. I don't want that on my phone, to be honest.
I don't either. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. I don't want that. I didn't agree to that.
I don't. It's gonna be reading everything we do. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like become a good conspiracy podcast now.
I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you guys. Yeah, I feel like almost like AI is almost becoming like, because I feel like certain companies are just using it for like a blanket term for like, I don't know, like I've been hearing it for like movies, like people are saying they're using they're using AI to like create actors and stuff, and I feel like they're just kind of they mean like CGI or something, but I feel like people know AI at this point now, and that's just like the hot term.
Yeah, I kind of hate that about it too. You know what I mean? Like, I've had, I always give this example too. I feel I had some creators reach out when I did the punk anthology, and I was posting a lot about like, that's when AI was starting to really hit during that submission process, and I've been posting, and I missed this word already. I've been posting some stuff about how much I hated it, and then a creator reached out and they're like, "Hey, like we used some AI tools for the coloring." He's like, "It's not for like the direct art, but we had to use this tool to like generate this color thing." And I looked at the page they're talking about, and it was this crazy, like cosmic, insane swirl. And I was like, "Oh, like you're using it like a tool, like you're like somebody would a guitar pedal, like
Right.
plugging in your guitar and using a phaser, and then going through your amp, and then or like a delay pedal and whatnot. Like you're using it as like an extension. You're not relying on it. It's just adding to it." And I was like, I can see it working for that. It depends. I feel like how there's a certain way you can use it that could be worked, but I mean, overall, it's not really being used for just that. Like people aren't restricting themselves with it; they're just going really hard.
Yeah. No, I feel like I keep thinking like I remember when I was in art school, like my professors hated that I used like my iPad for stuff, and they said they hated digital art. So I feel like almost a way like maybe AI is like that new thing. But also
That's what I hear a lot too.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. I still don't like it.
Well, I still don't use a tablet. I mean, I do sometimes, but right, it's like, there's all the fanciness of a digital workspace, and it's cool. It's got all these tools that make my life easier and all these things, but I still want to draw on paper.
Yeah.
So it's yet to be seen, I think, what the true extent of all of this will be.
Yeah.
It's so new. It's so new. So who knows?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how we abuse it, and then we'll learn our lesson. Hopefully,
Yeah.
somehow. But
yeah, we'll find out one way or the other.
yeah, one way or another. We'll know, a year or two. I need 10 boxes. One, two, three. Also, one of the hardest things about the show, no, we never get over it, but like talking and drawing is.
Yeah, it's a lot of multitasking.
Five.
All right. Start building detail.
What time is it? 8:14. All right, we're not. Cool. Oh yeah. And then some fire behind it. That's kind of cool. I wish I could have time to like really refine the body here, but that wasn't such a rush.
I like it. You do the gun.
Well, thank you.
Let me see. Yeah.
I was
That
looking at
big
like a
ass
Stan
barrel.
Lee picture, and then yeah, he does his guns all big, and I was like, I'm gonna do that.
The bigger, the better.
The cat is just passed out on my leg, and I really can't move it, and it's falling asleep.
Do you have a cat?
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
What's her name?
Mine that I came with is T'Challa. Is my cat.
Oh,
He's a little demon. He's downstairs.
Nice.
But then Lex, my girlfriend, has 2 cats. Sebastian. He's a big chunky cat that you guys might see all the time.
okay.
And the other black one that will headbutt me until I kiss him, or just like sleep on me really heavy like this, is Booby.
Wow, Booby.
His name is Belvedere, but he like just goes for Lex's boobs all the time, so we call him Booby.
Gotcha. What? Gotta keep my distance from that cat.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. Dude. I'll be recording and he'll just like come up and just start headbutting me, and I just have to kiss him a few times. I'm like, all right.
Wow.
It's funny. Animals are ridiculous. What got you drawn, dude? How far back have you been doing this for?
I mean, I've been doing it like since I was a kid, but really like during like COVID, that's like when I kind of like stepped it back up, I guess, or like got back into it because I have like a bunch of free time.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you guys?
I've been pretty serious about doing art since I was in like early high school. And went to school for it, and then now I just do it. So
Yeah, I guess I've been. When did I guess 2022. That year is when I first started like really trying to draw. That's when I first did when I did Apollo City Comics, just as a podcast. I did a thing called Drink and Draw, which we didn't even drink. I wasn't really drinking at that time. Like, I think I only had like 1 alcoholic drink that entire segment. But I was microdosing during that time though, so that was interesting. But we started that show up, and then we took a small pause and we came back and we called it Drawn Shit, but we spelled it like $, exclamation point cross, because so it's not blocked out. And then when I got brought on to do, and those are the only times I drew, were just during that stuff. And once I got this gig with CWS, I was like, hey, what if I bring back this thing I tried doing with Apollo? That way it's more of a community thing, and we get people to draw, and we get, make it a really fun educational aspect, help people, give people time to work on their books or their drawings and improve technique every week. And they gave me the green light, so now I get to draw every Thursday night.
Nice. Yeah, no, this is like a good. I mean, it's nice like drawing with like other people, because like I like never do it. I always draw like by myself.
Yeah, making stuff is really solitary. So if we could give people like 2 hours a week to be like, hey, tune in and just hear us struggle with this too. And also what's cool about the show is like the range of like styles and artwork, and like, like Max is on a totally different level than anyone in the universe. And then our guests that we always bring on every week are just like so talented and so great. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing ever. So I'm like learning, but I'm feeling more confident every week. I kind of had like a fumbling couple of weeks. Like the Hellboy didn't work out.
Oh,
and then what was the other one? Nah, I didn't like that Hellboy.
Oh, really? I was watching. I watched the beginning of that one, and it looked good from like what I was seeing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was one of the ones that like sometimes when I go to my inks, I just like I wish he would have just stayed pencils. Like,
Yeah.
I do want to try drawing on my iPad more on the show, but it's been really fun just doing traditional pencil paper stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, one of my classes I have to do kind of like more traditional stuff for. It definitely is like good to stretch those muscles every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like when I'm doing them, like it's like with micron pens, and I'll draw, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to line that just yet. And it's like I can't do this. I gotta wait it out.
Yeah, that's what's funny when I go to my iPad because I use Procreate. Do you use Procreate? Is that what you're using?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. Been learning. Oh, I have like a little. Just message me after the show and remind me about like the pencil pack I have. I could give you some tools. Um,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it's like it's a lot of fun, and I always forget I have the undo option, and and then like once I get used to it, I'll be like on pencil and paper, and I'll like double tap or whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah. Can't do that.
I
Gotta
have no
put something
power
white out.
here. Actually, finally, I have some regular whiteout, which is just trash. But I got some of those pens that you were talking about last week, Max.
Which ones?
What are these? Ah, they're called terrible supplies. But I don't know. It's a whiteout pen.
Oh, probably a Presto, maybe.
Yeah, Presto. That's what it is. Presto. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have a couple of those.
I just got a new one because I killed my last one. So
Oh, nice.
I gotta go pull that out of my bag.
Definitely comes in handy.
Yeah, I really want to like add it to like my black sometimes, and put some white back in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like some specks. Give it like
Yeah.
texture.
Exactly. Because I just like put ink splatter on everything because I'm like, it's an texture I know how to do right now. And it's really cool. So I just splatter.
All right, so I got a question for you. So, do you think you'll ever like do your own like comic, like draw your own?
Oh, for sure. That's what I really would like to do.
Okay.
Last week we did an episode on panels. I think I'm gonna try doing some of that stuff a bit more often. I'm getting there. I think I'm getting more confident on just like picking up the pencil and drawing things in general. So doing some sequential stuff and making a challenge. I freak out on scripts. Like I write like 8 series and then I try to write for myself and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. It's all too hard. Like, but giving it to an artist, I'm like, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. See you later.
K-pop junkie tuning in. We gotta connect. I keep on meaning to connect with you. I'm so sorry. It's been wild. We should connect after Baltimore so we could do a live stream K-pop. It's also like 8 p.m. and I'm so tired today, so I'm sorry if I sound extra.
Oh, no worries.
I'm on coffee cup number 2 right now.
Same. I'm on, like literally. I can't. I got my dude. I have like a vintage, like to the stars, like coffee cup. It's like this cool B-roll.
Oh, that's sweet.
Company. Yeah, I love this. I love this.
Damn, you came ready.
Yeah, dude, I have to have coffee and like all these beverages and a snack. Oh, and this cat's just like knocked out on me too. It's really hilarious. Hey, Jimmy Wiss, how you doing, my dude? Congrats on your book. You've been killing it, my guy. Let's see here. All right, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this fire in the background.
I also got fire in my background.
Oh, sweet.
I zoomed in on this image and just wanted to put that up. There we go.
I was thinking about doing this, just trying to push my pencils as far as I could go. I'm definitely not doing that. I want to ink it.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just cut at 8:30 and just start inking because I
I'm
think I'm gonna
way
use a lot of blacks.
Yeah, I'm way too reliant on my Presto, on my whiteout for effects and stuff that I was like,
So
yeah, I need to ink it so I can do that.
Yeah, I gotta tell that's gonna look sweet though.
I kind of love the redundancy. I'm gonna tend to say artificial trash in the background. Just love it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I was thinking about maybe doing like him saying "Hasta la vista," but like I don't know if you said like I feel like there's AI images that try to do text in it, and the text always looks like super fucked up. So I
Oh
was
my
trying to think of like a way of like doing that effect.
Oh, oh my goodness. The hands. The hands are ridiculous.
Thank you,
I love it.
thank you, thank you.
I really want to check out that Terminator cartoon that just came out. It's super cool. Mm, trying to say, I hope no one spell this. Um, dude, yeah. So you've been doing that like new a Marvel character a day, dude, and you did that uh the Uncle Ben one, and you pretty great. It was so funny.
Uh,
What character on there have you not done yet that you're really excited to do?
there's a lot of them. I still haven't done Spider-Man, but like I'm doing that kind of intentionally because like I want people to keep commenting him and like be surprised that he's not on there yet. So I want to do. I mean, he's gonna be done at some point. Like I did
Yeah,
Black Widow
that's
today.
smart for engagement. That's really smart
Oh,
for
yeah.
engagement.
Thanks. Well, yeah, because I got Black Widow, and then I just need Thor to have like the original 6 Avengers. I don't have Reed Richards or Sue Storm yet. I'm actually excited to do Sue Storm because I kind of want to do like the Jack Kirby thing where it's just like a dotted line around
Oh,
like
nice.
her outline. I feel like that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like just like completing some of the teams, like complete Fantastic Four, complete Avengers. And then I can just like, because I feel like a lot of people are commenting kind of like their favorite niche character, which I really love, like seeing like this random character from the 90s that like no one's ever heard about except for this one person on TikTok. So that's been a lot of fun.
That's sick.
Is there anyone that you would want to see on there?
I look in your board and just see what you have on there real fast, so I don't choose something. I want to see Noel for one. I'm a Noel fan, and just hearing that news today, I haven't seen it, but I would love to see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer, but I heard he was done it.
Yeah, same. I haven't seen the trailer yet.
I'm curious, like how they're gonna do it. Like, I don't know.
Right?
If it's
I'm a big Donny Cates fan, though. Oh yeah, yeah. Silver Surfer.
yeah.
I love they did that.
Oh, and I don't know if you're looking on Instagram, but I have added more. But I added a big wheel recently. I like the big character. I can just take up a bunch of space really quickly and
Yeah,
get through it.
your Apocalypse is sick. You have like a nice, fun, cartoony style. Like,
Thanks.
it's really, really great. How do you feel? Like, what made you be like, oh, this is like what my art's gonna look like?
I don't know. I mean, well, I feel like I've tried like a lot of different styles. Like, there was a time when I was doing a lot of realism. Like I was, doing like portraits and stuff. And I think I got pretty decent at it. But I think at a certain point I was like, there's not really as much challenge with doing, like, or not challenge when you're doing like a replication of something. Because I mean it is challenging, but like, it's like I got to a point where I wanted to try like doing something more illustrative and kind of like have to think about, you know, the composition and like the idea that the drawing's expressing, you know. And then yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just like drew on like different influences, and I guess they all happen to be like kind of cartoony or like more illustrative.
That's cool, honestly. Yeah, because I feel like the direction you have, especially for living a fantasy, dude. Like that's what caught my attention first was like your wizard. Like it felt just like such a fun, like cartoony vibe that like Adventure Time or stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just that funness, like looseness.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've been trying to like lean into that kind of Adventure Time-y kind of aspect of it. Yeah, just to keep it like fun. And I feel like it's also like a good way of like having stuff not be like too stiff. And I don't know, I feel like because I tried doing comics more like kind of realistically at one point, like when I was like first trying to do comics and stuff. But yeah, I would just be like, I would feel like the panels weren't like that exciting, or like like I need to add like more like animated expressions into it and stuff to make it more interesting to me.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think I'll start getting this guy now. Hey, Nate. Nate Price. Honestly, RD, you know I love you because I never do streams at 8 p.m.
It's true.
Thank you for accommodating. I appreciate it.
I was like, dang, this guy's doing his masters though, so I can't say anything. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I'm just like I'm old now. It's wild. Like I am.
How old are you?
Like yeah, I'm 32.
That's not old.
I just feel old.
Act old.
I do. There's certain moments like I act super young and just whatever, but then there's some times where I'm just like I'm ancient. And just like staying up and being active late. Like whenever I do interviews, like at 9 p.m., like I never schedule interviews at 9 p.m. But if I guest on a show, it's typically at that time. And I'm just like, why are you doing this?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Nah, dude, you're killing it. Like I'm so hyped for like what you're doing. I mean, I know, dude, school and anything else. It's hard to balance. It's really hard to do.
Yeah.
I went to school for creative writing, so like I enjoyed this the end of my schooling. My last 2 years would probably be my best. I switched to a Full Sail University, and that was just like such a great time, and I learned a lot, and it was really like it really affirmed that I wanted to be a writer. But I know how school can be either like really fun and really great, or just like the worst thing ever too. Because I went to like the university in El Paso, and that was horrendous. Like I only went there for a year because it was so bad.
What was
like
that
that was oh dude, just the professors sucked. They just were up their own asses. I wasn't learning anything, and I wasn't being challenged. And also they had like no interest in anything I was trying to like do or make. But like I don't know, it was just weird.
Yeah.
But then I went to Full Sail, and everyone was like, dude, you're brilliant. And I was like, oh, fuck, thanks, guys. Like, these are... and I only say that because, like, I got chosen for a lot of stuff. Like, I got to be a showrunner for projects, and
Oh, sweet.
I was, like, salutatorian or whatever. I didn't even know, like, second place valedictorian was the second thing. And then I got it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, it's cool. School's rough, but it could be super fun. I hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, I feel like school was like I don't know. It was an interesting experience for me. I feel like because there was a point when like I wasn't listening to like any of my professors. Like I don't know, like I was doing art and they were being like, you know, you gotta work on this or develop this more, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like you don't really get what I'm doing, so like I'm not worried about it. But then like the next semester, I was kind of like, actually, I should probably be listening to you guys. Like I'm paying you a lot of money to tell me how to do things. So I should probably take your advice.
Yeah, and that's what I really wanted to accept about like UTEP and everything when I went there. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just like up my own ass and I need to like just shut up and listen to my professors. But then
Yeah.
they just like weren't like good at giving feedback that mattered or that pushed me or that like I don't know. They just didn't like. And also, I was like in a big sci-fi phase at that moment, so sometimes I kind of get it. But like, hey, if I want to write sci-fi, like encourage me to write sci-fi. Like why are you downing this in that sense?
Yeah.
But I had one teacher that really loved my sci-fi work, and that dude was a nerd too. I loved.
Oh yeah.
And he was encouraging, but he was the only one out of like, 8 or 9 teachers. It was just like no, just like. But I don't know. It pushed me in the sense of like I got to try stuff I never thought I'd do before. Like I had to make a children's book, and I had to like draw it and like map it out and just make the whole thing myself. Script to just the actual creation of it. And I would never done that. Never attempted to draw something like
Did you print it?
that. Like on my crappy printer at home at that time. And that was like before I was like really, really devoting myself to comics. I just did comics because I wanted to either do comics, film, or prose. And so I worked really hard at each one. And I was like, whatever one takes off. And I thought prose was going to take off for a bit because I was getting submitted into some stuff. And then all of a sudden I had some film projects kind of kickstart, not literally kickstart, but like start up at home and everything. And I was like, oh man, I might be like going on a film route. And I was really hyped for that. And then I moved across the country suddenly, and that didn't happen. And all of a sudden, I'm just making comics now, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I feel like and film and like comics are like pretty similar too. Like you can apply a lot of this, or like at least like storyboarding, like the way like the stories are told. Like it's similar skills.
Yeah, especially in that aspect. You know what I mean? We have a lot of creators that do film stuff, or I know a lot of creators that do film stuff because of that. At least storyboarding.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We have some nice community interaction in the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just people talking about Nate and K-pop Donkey. I'm seeing it. Dude, I had Subway today, but this is random. You get just so tired now. But like I had Subway today for the first time in like, dude, I think like 8 years, and it was delicious.
I love Subway.
Dude, yeah.
It's like, I mean, I feel like pretty like relatively affordable, and they got good like I don't know, I like their like veggies, like their veggie sandwich they can make. I like
Dude,
that.
that's exactly what I had because of vegan. Like,
yeah, same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. Dude, I just like you so much more now. I instantly now love you. That's sick. Dude, we're actually working on over at Apollo, me and Eric Allred, the guy who does outer space. We're working on a vegan comic book cookbook right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got to get you involved in that.
I would love to. So is it like an anthology?
Kind of, yeah. So we're gonna have everyone like put a recipe and then have get it drawn out and whatnot. We're gonna be teaching how to like make vegan food via comic.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So super hyped.
Have you heard of that manga Delicious in Dungeon?
I have not.
That's really good actually, but like you just kind of remind me of that because it's like I guess there's like a food manga is like a popular genre in Japan where it's like just manga about food. It's basically like almost like cookbooks, like explaining like how to make different types of recipes. But I guess there's there's a series which is like kind of like a play on that, but it's like a fantasy cross between it. So it's like these like fantasy characters will kill like in the first chapter they kill like this like mushroom that can walk around. It's like a living mushroom, and they kill it and then they like cook it up, and it's like really well done. Like it looks pretty tasty actually, the way they do it, the way they kill this poor thing. But
That's so sick.
yeah.
Dude, I gotta check that out. Yeah, I'd love to check that out. Sorry, this was like I really got confused with my pencils here. I don't have to think for a minute.
I'm confusing myself on my inks, so that's why I'm being quiet.
Yeah, I don't know why I started in this corner either. I started in my bottom left. I shouldn't do that. Because I'm a lefty.
Yeah. You live and learn.
Dude, every time. Oh, Max, that's so sick.
Yeah. I like that backlight you got on it.
Thank you. We're gonna try and push it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing yet, so we're gonna figure it out. Oh, I'm not supposed to swear. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're not supposed to swear.
Do it.
It doesn't really matter, but we try not to.
Okay.
It's a valid attempt.
Got to keep
And
it clean with the kids.
Usually I'm the one that remembers, but I think
Yeah.
I've been swearing up a storm today.
That's all right. I know I said something earlier.
Yeah, I've
Don't
definitely
be-
done some stuff separately.
Yeah.
Nate, this is Spammy show language. Thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate it too. Always love seeing
thank
people
you.
hang out with us. Do you have any shows coming up, Artie?
I think there was. I think Evan was telling me there was this one in Connecticut that I was debating, but honestly, I feel like my funds are a little low at the moment, so I don't know if I can like reprint a ton of stuff. But I know I've got Indie Comics Con. I'm doing that in March, I think.
Oh,
Actually, it's
sweet.
funny.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there.
That's actually at because I go to Southern for grad school, so it's actually like
Oh, sick.
yeah, it's actually fun. It's like right above the gym that I go to. Because the
So
gym's
cool.
the student center too.
Oh, how rad, dude. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun time. I know it is.
Yeah.
I'm
What about you?
I'm gonna swing by SPX this weekend in Bethesda, Maryland, and I'm not tabling or anything. We can go see some friends and hand out some flyers. And then I have Baltimore the following weekend, where I'm really just CWSing it. I'm gonna try to sneak some Apollo stuff in, like always, but
Nice.
yeah. I always do that. I'm always like, I'm gonna just put Apollo here. Well, just slide this in. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to take advantage of the day job somehow. Okay, Pop Junkie says, I hear good things about Galaxy. I have two actually. I'd love to check that out.
Is that a convention?
Yeah, I think that's is Galaxy in Virginia? Galaxy's in Virginia, isn't it? Am I wrong? Are you in Virginia, K-pop? It trip me out if you're in Virginia. It's not in Richmond or something.
The heck
But yeah, just those two. Oh, what was that, Max?
What the heck does the side of a Terminator head look like?
That's a good question.
Robot.
Pretty robotic, I think. Maybe.
I would go with that. That's the best way you could describe it.
Yeah.
I would make it robotic, Max.
Oh, perfect. They have a giant hole in the side of their head.
Dude, yeah, their anatomy is really interesting.
Yeah. And
You know what's interesting is it's almost like Alien or Geiger, you know, with all the tubes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, sick. Yeah, I'm in Winchester, Virginia. That's cool, really. Metal and wires. Sick. I'm gonna end up blacking out a lot of stuff, I think. I don't know why. I didn't do like any cross hatching or any of that type of stuff on this piece. Unless I add some in last minute, but it's very. I don't really know how to draw metal, you know. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
black
reflective
stuff.
surfaces are tricky.
Yeah. I think I was whenever I do like a metal thing, I always just do like blobs like that on it, just to make it look like shiny.
That makes sense. I do that then. I need to get like a container of ink. Like where you black stuff out. I really gotta bring out my colored pencils more and just there's like at least one or two colors whenever I do this stuff now. Maybe that's what I should practice. Get my old ones and just
Do
grab, like,
colors.
2 colors. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I never do colors.
Maybe.
So just stop it.
You get like the I forget. I mean, I know there's like Posca markers. I think those work pretty well with ink, and they look really nice.
And they're not too expensive either, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe like a sponsorship or something.
Yeah, right. They're really nice.
Yeah, that's right. Posca, they're nice. I used some when I was did a live stream with Doug Knight, and I got to use his, and they were super cool. I did a little Mr. Miracle that came out around it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy with him. What's another like
It's so
really
funny.
wiry character?
Yeah, I keep going back to my reference and I'm like, what's in this spot? And then I look and I'm like, oh, more wires, more tubes.
Yeah. I guess like Weapon X Wolverine is something like you could go off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, true.
That's going out great. Both of you.
Oh, thank you. So, do you have any like favorite artists that you like draw inspo from?
I really. I mean, I that's all the artists I like to say I'm inspired from intimidate me a lot too. I don't know how to describe that. I don't know. I mean, dude, I'm a big Trad Moore fan. I fully Ryan Otley draws. Big Ryan Otley fan in that sense. I like his anatomy. That's where I kind of look at when I do like Spider-Man and shit. I'm like, how's Ryan? Somehow his anatomy makes sense to me. But there's like I'm a fan of a lot of artists, but like where I try to draw from, I don't really know, to be honest. I feel like that's where I get stumped, you know? Like, I don't know if I should be trying to mimic someone or just like continue doing what I'm doing. Oh my god, Ruby, you just stabbed the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. Passed out and I try to move and just like clawed me.
I kind of like take from a lot of different people, right? Which helps solve that problem, like a lot of different styles of artists. But I definitely look at like a lot of Jeffrey Kathleen Jones. I look at, like, when I was a kid, I used to look at a lot of like Jonan Vasquez's work and Mike Mignola's work. I like Frank Miller,
Yeah. I guess.
but
Yeah.
I don't know what I was
gonna,
saying. Never mind.
I was just gonna say, I think I saw like Frank Miller's Absolute Batman. Very
yeah.
cover good. And yeah, I don't know. Looked a little.
A little
He's,
wonky
he's
there.
definitely yeah.
Hmm.
Which I guess is.
I know. I
Style,
respect the
man.
hell to Frank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Works sometimes. He did a Spider-Man that I was just like, you know what, that looks cool shit. But like not too long ago, but he had that Wolverine that was kind of like half cool, half kind of a miss,
Mm-hmm.
mostly kind of a miss. But yeah, he's interesting now the way he makes stuff come out.
Yeah.
Maybe you're falling asleep in the bed. There you go, baby. Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I love like the Sin City stuff.
Yeah, yeah. When he was on the most
I just think
drugs,
that
you know?
he's got away with his black and whites. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he has like I don't know, such like a great understanding of lighting and like making things just I don't know, look so cool when it's like just down to black and white.
Right. So good.
And like creating an emotion, just using the lighting. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
art.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I really try not to like emulate a lot of people when I feel like I should just to try to see if something clicks more with me. I've been just trying to figure stuff out. I'll have like a weird kind of reference to look at where I'm like, oh, okay, like it's like a pose, or I'll look at just a bunch of designs of someone's outfit, kind of pull from everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. So that's really what it comes to. I did a really cool was copying. I was like looking at a Jack Kirby cover of the Demon, like I mimicked him, and that came out really sick. I should do that more, but I don't know. I've been trying to just figure stuff out to see if I have a style and what that is, whatever comes out of me.
Yeah. That's
Kind of like when I write. Like I don't try to be anybody when I write. I don't try to mimic Grant Morrison or Alan Moore or like Neil Gaiman or anything. I'm just like, all right, well, this is just how this is going to come out for me. So I'm hoping like that happens with the art,
Yeah, I think.
Or else, like, I would love to be like Paul Pope. If I was going to mimic someone, I'd mimic Paul Pope.
Yeah, I think it's like the more you do it, you kind of figure out like your own, I don't know, style, I guess, or
yeah. Like I think you have a great style. Like you and Max, I can pinpoint both your artworks like in a second. I can look at a picture and be like, "Oh, that's Artie Murphy." Like I can just tell.
Thanks. It took a while though.
Yeah, I'm sure. I can't wait to get to that point though. You know what I mean? I think I just got to figure out what tools I really like to use. I only have a handful of tools right now, but I just overall I think there could be some things I could do to improve. I'm not getting the lines that I kind of want to have sometimes, So.
Are they like shaky?
I mean, that too, like shaky a little bit, but like that's just like my hand and anxiety and coffee, so I gotta like live with that. But like just in general, sometimes I'm like, damn, like this isn't exactly what I was going for. It needs to be thinner or a little thicker in a different way. Hey, Dan Price, dude, Dan, I can't wait to see you next week at Baltimore. So hyped. Dan Price, dude, I owe a lot to Dan Price. It was like the first year I went to Baltimore, I got to hang out with him and gave me a lot of good advice. And that's when like my comic book journey really started, was that Baltimore session. Wow. So super hyped to see him again at Baltimore 2 years later.
He's a comic artist?
Yeah, he does Bigfoot Nose Karate.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So I'm gonna add, definitely gonna add some techniques. Like, oh, just relax. I feel like your like anatomy and the way you do stuff, Artie, is very like 1990s Comedy Central late night. You know, like
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I'm trying to think. I can't even think of the shows that were on at that time, but it just feels right. Like
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I don't know. I don't even like. I feel like there was a point where I mean I do try to be like really careful with like anatomy, but I think there's like a certain point where I got to where I was just like, you know, whatever. Like it's just gonna look how it is.
I think that's what I guess. I mean, that's why I was afraid of like art in the first place because you look at like. I mean, I grew up with Marvel and DC, so you want to be like you imagine it needs to be like Tony Daniel and Jason
Yeah,
Pollock and me and shit. And you're like, oh, you know what? It doesn't. And I could just
yeah.
do it how I want.
There's a professor I remember where like because you know like I was doing like illustration classes and I was like hoping they were gonna. I actually didn't even have like any like I had like life drawing classes, but not like you know I was talking to my illustration professor and I was like I want to like be able to draw like Jim Lee or you know those guys, and he was like, well, I don't draw like that, and you know those people already draw like that, so you're gonna have to like figure out a different way of doing it. And I was like, okay, I guess
Yeah.
I guess I have to do
True.
that then.
Very true. It's a great way to put it, to be honest.
Yeah.
My artist Jeremy, like he's one of those people that just like he draws so skillfully and he pulls a lot from like Jim Lee and whatnot, and he had like a great experience like meeting him and everything. And he's like one of the few people that I'm like, dude, you can do that like well. Like that works good for you. Like,
Yeah.
but if you're, I feel like he's just like a really skilled dude too. Like that guy's freaking insane. But it's like you don't gotta like force yourself if that's not what how it comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For him, it just works. But the fun part about art, you gotta like just let it happen for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and kind of going back to the AI idea, I guess I feel like that's just like also what I don't like about it is like it's not someone like expressing themselves. It's like a computer,
Oh
you know.
Hmm.
Like I like an art when it's like, you know, someone who figured out a way of communicating some idea.
yeah, 100%. It's the effort. It takes a lot, and honestly, other artists see the effort.
Mm.
It's kind of another form of respect too. I feel like we all know how hard it is. Like that's why you know quality is part of growth. Um, so like getting feedback, whether it be good or negative, like, you gotta like work with it, and you can't do that with AI. You're just gonna keep feeding it. Like I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. Plus, why do you want to take drawing away from people?
Yeah. Why are we taking art away?
Yeah, to me, it's always been like, oh well, like I don't know how to draw or I can't do this. It's like okay, well I guess you gotta learn, dude. Like
Yeah.
and just accept that your art is gonna look like that. Like stop trying to be someone else. And I think that's really what people mean when they don't know how to draw, is that they don't know how to draw the way they expect it to look.
Right.
It's not really that they don't know how to draw or they're not artistic or creative. It's like, oh, you just haven't accepted like what comes out of your hand yet.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, and again, like the only way you're gonna get better is if you just keep doing it. Like you will
Yeah.
get better.
I'm gonna black all this out. I'm gonna do a whole thing over. I'm just gonna yeah, Max is focused tonight.
I got a big piece in front of me right now. I got a
Dude,
lot
this
to
looks
figure
great
out.
though. Dude, it looks great though.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
Just,
Thank you.
I'm I'm kind of getting my outline of my inks done. It's like blacking it out right now. I got to redraw the eyes though. I can't ink it on this. Maybe I can. I'm gonna mess this up. Hmm. That focus time. I love that. It's always one moment in the show where it's just like really quiet for like a minute or two. Almost just in it.
Gotta stay focused. Gotta get this done.
Yeah, I mean, and running for like 2 hours is pretty intense too in general. You know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna draw straight 2 hours nonstop.
Yeah.
I would love to do this live at a convention.
Oh yeah,
That'd be sweet.
You know,
yeah, most definitely.
Maybe you could do it at Indie Comic Con.
Yeah, I bet Mike Sartor would totally be like, all right, let's do a live splitting. Make it at the end of the day, we all just hang out and just draw.
Yeah.
We're trying to do something the day before, I think. We're trying to arrange some stuff.
The day before, like
Yeah.
Is there like a what's it called? Like a not party, but like something like that, or like I know there's like an after party. I heard people were talking about it. But
Yeah, there's that Saturday, but then I think on Friday, like if people get there early, we'll do like a draw session. We did that last year. Little drink and draw in the hotel lobby. So maybe we'll just turn it into like a live building. Set up a camera or two.
Yeah, I mean, you could do this and like get your camera and like just walk around and like see what people are drawing.
Yeah, exactly.
holy gosh. I already emptied my ink. I filled it up as I was starting, and it's already gone.
Oh, dude, I haven't even done these TVs in the background yet.
It was so fun doing the TVs for the CyberSync cover.
Oh, I bet.
I love that piece.
Do you have the original?
Yeah.
I
That's usually what I leave out when I table. I'll flip it open to that spread.
Oh wow, nice. You should surprise Alex with it.
Is that you guys' like most recent anthology?
Shadow Anthology is the most recent.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
put that one out in January-ish.
Okay. I actually got the Shadow one at Terrificon.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So sad I couldn't meet you there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I was actually kind of like rushing a little bit because I had to leave actually like pretty early. So I was just kind of like in and out.
Oh, nice. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't read
that's
your
exciting.
guys' stories though. They're nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Shadow was probably my favorite because I have two stories in there.
Yeah.
And they're both preview, or one's an attachment to Teenage Babylon, and one's a preview of a book I'm working on with China. She's phenomenal. I adore her so much.
Yeah, her art looked really nice. Wait, so the first one was a connection to Teenage Babylon?
Yeah, so like I always try to use those anthologies to kind of like build up in that universe.
Okay.
So the Punk anthology, that story kind of connects to the main character, and so does this one. And it just, to me, it's just like another way to just like have more material out from that world.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was reading it and I was like, this feels like there's like context that I'm missing, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's really like abrupt in a sense. Like it's really, I use those as like character introspective, so you can really get to like dive into like the main character more and understand him in a different way.
Mm.
And that way, when you read Teenage Babylon, you kind of already understand how he works in his head, which is weird, you know. Like I'm giving you more of like the story in the Punk anthology talks about his upbringing, and then this one talks about like just what he deals, or Shadow anthology talks about like what he's dealing with inside overall, like what he's really working through. And
Mm.
so when you read Teenage Babylon, you kind of know about this character without like even reading the story yet. And like, fuck, like how is he going to interact in this world?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I feel like that's like kind of how comics, like the nice thing about them, and I feel like they've always kind of had that aspect to them. Like I remember when I was like a kid and like picking up stuff at like the comic book store, and like I don't know, there's some like random character in there, and like I have no idea who this person is or whatever, but like you just kind of have to, like you're just thrown right into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then that book has a Shadow Anthology has a preview of our next book, Soul Catchers. That should be coming out at the end of the year. Really hyped for that one too.
That's not an anthology though. That's like a
No, yeah, that'll be we're only doing one more anthology for a while. We have like 5 planned, but we have a lot of single issues coming out over the next couple.
okay.
Oh, well, I guess we have Soul Catchers, and then we're doing a Kickstarter. Well, we're doing a Kickstarter in November for the Remainders. That's John O'Burke and Kieran Quinn. And that book is just so cool, dude. I've been seeing that since the early scripts. I'm so hyped for those guys. So we'll be promoting that a lot in the next week or two.
Nice.
Yeah, 2 more releases this year, and then we teamed up with Jade Louder to do a horror anthology. That'll come out in February, that Kickstarter. And then the rest of 2025 is still kind of being planned.
Nice.
It's a lot.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Max and I were just looking at just the Apollo outline in general this afternoon. We're just like, how are we gonna? It's kind of something you look at, and then I mean, our goals for 2024 turned out way different than what we planned at this time, 2023. So we're like, all right, well, this is a decent outline, and we'll see what doesn't happen.
Yeah, play it by ear.
Or what like things pop up in between stuff. That's what's wild. Just that.
Yeah.
It just happens sometimes. And you're like teaming up with LKC now too, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even like sure. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I should like wait for like an okay to like post or like tell people that like it's happening.
Yeah,
but I'm very excited about
Oh,
that.
you're good.
I'll make a post right now.
Usually I put out the post and then I tell Mark,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm doing this thing. And I'm like, oh, by the way, Mark, yeah, we're doing this. And he's like, oh, okay.
Okay, maybe I'll do that then. I feel like I've just gotten to the point with like certain things where I'm like, I don't not that I don't like trust him or anything, but I'm just like, like I don't believe anything's happening until like it's happened already.
Oh yeah, totally vibes. Yeah.
But no, I'm super excited about that. Just like, I don't know, meet more people, like, reach a bigger audience. Put that on my LinkedIn.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I did. That was like, yeah, it's a fun group of people to be a part of. Like we're all a little goofy. I haven't been active in the chat in a bit, but I typically am way more active. But everyone, if you ever need advice or help, that's what's fun about. I mean, in general, like anybody can reach out to an LKC creator and he'll give advice to anybody. But it's cool to have that immediate support.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like when like we were saying before, like it is kind of like a solitary kind of vocation. So it's nice kind of like building a community or being like, you know, welcomed into a community.
Dude, yeah. That's the whole point of CWS too right now. We're just trying to like really shape the indie comic community and highlight our creators and like do stuff like this to bring people together. Like we realize that community is the most important thing of, you know, just surviving out there. So it's our focus.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
you
is
guys
cool.
are doing I think you guys are doing a good job too. Just from what I've seen on social media, definitely getting people like involved and connecting people and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I love being able to support people. It's weird. It's so easy to like support a creator. Just share their stuff, like tell people about it.
Yeah.
Give them some like compliments, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Make a post for their Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think, you know, it's one of those things too, like I love my job because I get the struggle, you know. I'm a creator myself. I do all this on my own before I joined CWS, so it's like I know how hard it is.
Yeah. Were you making like Apollo City before you joined?
Yeah, it was yeah, actually right before I met all of them. So I basically sorry, letters. Apollo was a podcast since 2018, and I've been trying to make comics for years, trying to find artists, trying to like figure out how to break into the industry, and I thought the podcast would be my way to do it. And eventually it did, because that's where I met Mark and a bunch of stuff happened, so it was cool. But I what was I trying to say? So sorry, I'm like reading letters and trying to talk to you. I got to like start working on this punk anthology because I wanted to make Teenage Babylon. And Baltimore Comic Con, I met CWS that year, and we kind of started talking about maybe doing a podcast together. And as that was building up, I put out Punk Anthology, and then CWS sponsored it and did like an exclusive variant. And all of that kind of fell together all at the same time. My comic book making career happened at the same time that podcasting was taking off with CWS. So I think I answered your question. I got really distracted.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that is cool. I mean, it's kind of nice that it happened at the same time too, because you can kind of like build both at the same time.
Yeah, that's been wild. Like, and it's crazy because I didn't know I was like the first person to like publish Max, you know. And I was like, what? Like, how are you not everywhere by now? And you get to discover and find all these great people.
How'd you guys meet?
The Punk Anthology. Yeah. Sent in a submission. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's weird. I don't even recall how we got set up to get like work on Apollo so much together. I don't know how that initially. I just feel like it organically just all of a sudden Max took over Apollo.
It was probably the patches and posters.
Oh yeah, that's like right. Design. He did he did some design stuff, and they made patches and posters for us. They offered it up, and I guess from there we were just like, hey, so you can just design some stuff for us. And we made the killer spray paint logo we have and everything. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense actually. That does look like your style.
Right, yeah. And then like Evan had just made us a new podcast logo, which we're gonna bring back for like our other stuff, like the actual podcasting stuff. But like Max, he does all the design for Apollo. He does like all of our logos on the publishing side. That's all him.
Wait, Evan did the podcast logo or Max?
Yeah, the real spacey looking one. Evan did it.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's when Evan and I first kind of met. I commissioned him to do that because of Alex. And then I found out he was a stoner. And I was like, I have an idea. And that's the thing, like, once I saw Evan's work, it was one of those things where like I could only imagine him drawing that book. Like there's no way I could think of anyone else like drawing that or doing anything for it. What did he do? Oh my goodness. Okay, gosh. That was like a bug.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, he sent me the first page that he like inked, and I feel like it fits like his style so perfectly too, and and his interest.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, this is the coolest thing in the universe. Oh my god, so good. I really admire Evan because, like, we all struggle as creators too. And I know he's had like some rough patches trying to find like inspiration and time, and I think just like supporting each other, we've helped each other kind of work through some hard moments as creators. And when you get to do that with someone, it's like really refreshing.
Like that was like honestly part of why I reached out to him too, because I remember I saw him like on Instagram, and then I listened to like some of his podcasts, and like like same as like you were saying, I've had, especially like after graduating, trying to find work, it's like it's a struggle. But it was nice like hearing the way he was like putting it, so I definitely could relate.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Even after college, I was like, maybe I'll get something in an industry, and you're like, that doesn't really happen.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of time. I mean, that's why I feel so fortunate for like my CWS people. I feel really lucky for what I get to do. Man, dude, I'm using my Pentel brush to do these teeth, and it's like if I go a hint too hard, I'm gonna mess it up and get the biggest splotch.
You should just mess it up.
That's what the Presto's for.
I don't got them yet.
Yeah.
They come in Monday.
Well, then you will suffer.
I'll suffer. This isn't gonna be not too bad. Try to ink this guy right there.
You know what I don't know that I just realized is I don't know if Presto can go over pencil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the graphite will act like a wax. But I'm about to go grab my Presto and let's find out.
Only one way to find out.
What's crazy is that just like background music works great, and it's just like the same singular track on repeat that we listen to for 2 hours.
Oh, really? Is it just like some like royalty-free music?
Yeah, it's like some StreamYard option. It was like really quiet one night when all of us were focusing, and I was like, I know there's a music option. I typically have music in the background so I can work, but I found it and it was like, oh, lo-fi, all right, cool, and we just started using it because we're like, oh, it's just so much better than just sleeping in the darkness. Right? It's super relaxing, actually.
Yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, I was actually
the Presto works.
Cool.
Sorry.
Right, that was really important, guy. Need to do
that. It's vital. Man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not important. Just talking about lo-fi.
I used to make like bedroom lo-fi, like ambient stuff. Yeah.
You do music?
Yeah. I've played in punk bands in Orange County, and also did like I was into some bedroom lo-fi stuff and was making stuff like that. Me and Milo have a band that we haven't done anything for in forever. But I'd like to get back into it. Yeah, it's just me and Milo.
Well, that's cool though. you don't have to be actively practicing or like an actively practicing band to be a band, I guess.
Yeah.
I think if I did anything musical again, I would really like to write like a little EP and release it with Teenage Babylon at some point. And just do like a little punk album.
Oh, that'd be cool.
As long as I get to do that once, as long as I write an album and put it out, I think I won't have any regrets in life. I think if I don't do that, I'm gonna have regrets.
I'm putting out an EP with corpse paint.
See, there you go.
I already have some of it written. So my printer can print on CDs. So I'm gonna do like CD, like custom CD photo discs and stuff.
Hi, Booby. Hi, Booby. Booby. Tail's not here. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. There's just last from like, I'm just gonna black all this out. Oh, that's looking great, Max.
Thank you. Now we're gonna do the Presto, I think.
Add a coffee. Alright, add a coffee. Remember my vitamin water. Let me find my regular water. Ruby, I need my hand, dude. Alright, fine, I don't care. This cat is just like clenching to my arm right now. I don't. I mean, I might get to finish tonight. I don't know if I'll get to the fire in the background. I really gotta try to. I had to figure a lot out with this piece. Like, So what's gonna be your next release, RD? What are you working on right now?
We're just living a fantasy. I'm like racing to get that done because I kind of took a long time to work on it. But I'm like on the I'm like halfway through it now, so it should be done by the 25th. That's the goal.
Oh, sick. How do you plan out your time to do it?
Just like I mean, like anytime like I'm free, like I need to get like a haircut soon, but like I keep I'm like, but I could work on the comic instead of getting a haircut. So, so yeah, it's really just like finding time. Like even when I was
clean
like,
up after the project's done, you know.
yeah, exactly.
Get a show
Yeah,
it
even
ready.
like I had like online classes, so I was doing some during those, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but whatever.
That's really cool. I mean, I'd love to get a master's. It would just take time and energy and like getting back into that.
Yeah.
But it is the one way to get into that type of field. So
Yeah, I really didn't want to, but I kind of just figured might as well do it now, like because I know a few other people who are like, are getting them or like they want to get them, but like they keep saying like they feel too old or like they got like other commitments between like family and work like that. So
I'm
figured
happy
might as
that
well.
I'm none of those reasons. I'm just like, oh, just not yet. Definitely want to though. But yeah, I mean,
What do
you
you?
got to, especially like if you have a moment to, like, you feel the time's right, dude, kill it.
Yeah.
Do it. Love that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my goal because there's this other manga creator that I really like, but he's got like a doctor in art, and I was like, that's really cool to be able to say you're a doctor in art. So
Yeah,
maybe if things go right, maybe I'll keep going with it, and if I have enough money by the end of it.
right. There's that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Bendis and like like all these people have gotten like their masters and stuff, and I think it'd be really cool. Like, I know we could get the credentials eventually to be able to teach, but like, I mean, just having that in right away to like have a side gig, and I would do. Imagine, I'd love to teach like 1 or 2 classes a week.
Yeah.
Comic book stuff.
Oh yeah, that's like whenever I'm able to get into a classroom, like I want to be able to like have a class on comics because I feel like actually there's just some of the kids I've worked with, like I mean they love comics and like superheroes and all that stuff. Kids like make comics. Like I remember there's this one lady I know who's a teacher, and she sent me like a video of this kid who like had like made his own like comic book. It wasn't like anything spectacular, but they are interested in it.
Way to bash on the kid too.
Yeah, I mean, could have been better.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, it's sick though. Like, it's cool that I think inspiring kids and showing them how it works, like early on, will be like how possible things are.
Yeah. And it is like it's different than like just like your standard or it'd be different from like a standard drawing class because like there's like the storytelling aspect to it.
Yep, exactly. This guy's kind of coming up to me.
How far in are we?
Dude, we still have half an hour.
Oh.
Max, you like
Okay.
blast through. Like, whenever you're anxious about a drawing, you work faster, and then you just like. This is like the third time you've done that, where you're just like freaking out, and then you're like done before anyone.
Yeah. I should have taken my time. I knew it.
It's so funny.
Oh.
It's so funny, dude. Now you're gonna write a script. Like, no.
Right.
I think a lot of black to win. Wait, have you
No, I
ever
mean
been
it's interesting because it's like, yeah, it looks good. It's interesting because like now it's more like I'm painting, right? So
Yeah.
now I like go in and I like clean stuff up or like, you know, touch up and try and add form. So now it's all about trying to get those details to work and create some contrast. Clean up the mess that I made.
Nice. Like almost everything that's going to. This is the funnest part because like, dude, like drawing is hard, and getting yourself to just be like, all right, well, we're trying to finish a piece in 2 hours, or as much as possible, you know, near completion. It's always something you've never done before. Yeah, that's why we always let the guests like choose to. Just be like, all right, they gotta challenge us. We're learning. Or I'm learning. Yeah.
Well, I've never drawn Terminator before, so it's new to me too.
Yeah, actually, I think this is the first time I've drawn Terminator too. So we're all
it's like a
we're
good
all
excuse to it. Yeah, it's the fun thing about prompt drawing like this. Like it's just enjoyable. Like, all right, let's just challenge ourselves. Fire. This. Oh, safety. It's a great idea. Like how you have the cop in the background freezing.
Yeah. He's turding about.
Maybe try to toss some fire up. Ooh, dude, you're just. Oh man. Oh. I have to like keep crossing my legs so that my cat can like continue to sleep on me. Because if I don't, he just claws at my knee really intensely. He needs like a leg to like sleep on.
He wants to get in on the drawing.
Dude, for real. So every time I draw, he'll come up and lay on me. It's really funny.
Oh,
he likes watching you draw. It's cute.
He does.
Yeah.
It's so cute, dude. It's so adorable. I love it. Like,
I wish my cat was like that. He just knocks over shit.
It's T'Challa, dude. Max knows. You see T'Challa do some damage.
And he loves to moon people too.
Dude, he does. You'll see some. Yeah. If T'Challa's around, you're gonna see some cat ass.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
My cat's a half Maine Coon, so he's like super fluffy, and I'm always so grateful. But I don't have to look at his butthole.
It's like
I love Maine Coons.
Yeah, they're the best. I want him to get like super big because he's only like a year and a half, I think, But I wanted to get to the point where he's like I'm like Ozymandias with his like links.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I know how I'm gonna do this fire. Let's see if I do it okay now. Okay. That. Then a bit. I think I have to do this in really. Mhm. Alright. Oh, hell yeah. I'm just gonna dab this up. It's funny. We're all like tired. Hey.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out how to pop this gun out from the figure, you know?
Mhm.
I can't figure out how to do it.
That's over. And it just have it. And the other one. And the other one. I hate when I just start putting my pens like in places I don't know. Maybe that can help.
I don't know if I've seen a
Oh.
full Terminator movie.
Oh, no?
I'm so focused.
Have you seen any of you've seen parts of any of them?
Yeah, I've like tried to watch them, but I've never finished one.
I've seen the first 2 for sure. 3? I think I saw. What was the third one? Was that Genesis or Salvation?
Well, there's like 4 3 ones. There's like the original third one is like Rise Against the Machines or something like that.
Oh, that's what it was.
And then they had like Terminator Salvation with Christian
I
Bale.
think that one was cool. I haven't seen it, but
I've never seen that one actually. I know he like yells at those people, or he yelled at his like the lighting guy in that video.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard that one was good. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's streaming right now too.
Well, yeah, I watched the second one like a week ago. That movie, I think that movie's just like incredible.
Yeah, someone's.
Yeah.
That's like an astonishing movie. I heard Dark Fate was cool. I never saw Dark Fate though.
Yeah, I never saw it. I think I haven't seen like that many with like the Terminator franchise.
Yeah,
The first 2. The animated show actually is really good too. I didn't finish. I just watched the first episode, but like the animation's really cool, and it's like set in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is kind of like like they should do that. Like if they're gonna keep doing like stuff in that franchise, like you should probably like mix it up and like do different stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, K-pop says the first 2 are a must. Red Iron Comics says Amici Dark Fate. The new anime on Netflix is also a must. Yeah, it definitely looks like it. She was saying K-pop says she has seen that one too. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. Probably watch it maybe this weekend. In between recordings. I really want to color this one out because I kind of need to because of this fire. I don't know how to like express fire in black and white, to be honest.
Maybe you could like black out like everything that's not fire.
Yeah. I need some gray wash. That would help me a lot, actually.
I just used a pencil.
Oh, really?
For this one. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think my fire is presenting some problems too. Like it just doesn't like kind of messy.
Mm-hmm. So sorry, dude. Oh, sorry. Oh, my legs are sleeping. I switched my leg. Oh, there you go. Jesus.
The dogs came in.
Last year's. What was that?
Or was that?
The dogs came in and started playing, so now they're all growling behind me.
Oh my goodness. What kind of homework do you have getting your master's now?
Like the homework?
Yeah.
It's like well, I mean, I'm only like a couple weeks in, but it hasn't been like too much so far. Like a lot of like discussion posts.
Hey, put it.
There's actually this like sort of paper, I guess. It's like multiple case studies in this textbook, and we're supposed to like write like a page about each one. Or technically, I'm supposed to be doing like one a week, but it's not due. But she wants them like all collected, and then like it's due at the end of the semester. So, you know, I get like I probably shouldn't be ignoring that while I work on the comic, but I kind of
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably just like do it all like right before it's due. But yeah, honestly, I feel like it's such like a lot of like discussion and stuff in classes, which is nice.
That's sick. Cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy when I went to Full Sail. It's like an accelerated like program, so we'd have a different class every month.
Okay.
And like at first, I was like, "Damn, I don't know how I'm gonna do this with like work and everything." And then COVID happened, and it was like a lifesaver, dude.
Yeah.
Works out really well for schedule right now.
Yeah, and like, yeah, like when COVID, because that's when I started like drawing again, and I was actually doing psychology for my major, and then I ended up changing it because, yeah, I was just doing art all the time.
Nice. Yeah, it's a hard move. It's risky going for the arts in school. You know what I mean? It's just
yeah.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's fun. You made me do my homework.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't change any of it.
Yeah, same. I really want to color this one now because I really want to get the fire going at least. I'm gonna erase these pencils that are just not looking good. I'm gonna back out a little more of space and I'm scared too.
Do you post your drawings like after you?
I'm terrible at that. No, I need to though. Naturally, everybody does. They all tag CWS and I post it, but I just like I never get to. Sometimes I don't finish them like on the stream, and I'm like, oh, once I finish it, I'm gonna post it, and then I finish it and I just forget. That's a problem. Oh, that's way better than this.
Why do you guys need to play in here? Oh my goodness. They've been sitting so politely on the couch, just sleeping. And now they're going wild.
They want to join T'Challa.
Right?
True.
Dude, I backed in this eye a little too much. It sucks. That was nice.
Okay, I'm finishing up the show right now. Yeah. Okay. Those colors look great.
Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Shh, puppy's out. You're getting kicked out.
That's amazing. That's way better. So that's some stuff here.
They've been banished.
Yeah. Oh, we got like just a few minutes left. Nice. Nice. Oh, dude, this is great. Max, that looks freaking awesome.
Thank you. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, you should be. That looks awesome. Damn. It's a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah.
Just having some small little stuff right there.
Yeah, I feel like when I do these, it's a lot of fun to just like do it and not think about it, you know? And then like I'll find myself learning techniques, like little spots that I'll just be like, oh, that looks really cool.
Right.
What's like your favorite part of that one?
Probably this part right here, the like shoulder socket.
Yeah.
I really like that
Oh,
part.
sick. Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, I think the face got a little muddy and I don't know how to fix it, but
No, it's good though.
Yeah.
That skull looks sick though, dude.
Yeah. Looks like battle damaged, kind of.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was pretty hyped for doing this in the time we did it. I didn't expect to get this far, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm definitely glad I sketched this out ahead of time because it saved a bit of time.
Yeah, but that at least I did the robot. You know what I mean? That saved me.
Mhm.
I don't think I'd be nearly as far if I didn't do that. I don't know if I'm messing it up with like the lines and everything. I'm helping it. What's happening right now? Huh. See a little bit of a crack. But...
So, just to be clear, so if I post saying that I'm publishing with Lesser Known Comics, I'm not gonna get
Nah, you know who runs the social media for LKC is Alex. That's
Okay.
yeah. So he also does a lot of CWS work, and he works for Apollo. So. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I know Mark's like busy and got a lot of stuff going on right now, so Just want to check.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're all good for sure.
Sorry. I've been itching to tell people.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Dude, now this foot's falling asleep, man. Been a rough night, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, where were we at? Oh, 57. Okay, I think that's about where we call it. Okay, I'm gonna knock this
It's
out.
bedtime.
Yeah, let's do some spotlights real fast. Let's put Max up here real quick. Let's do this real
Cool.
fast. There you go, Max. Whoa,
Alright.
dude,
Wow.
that's insane. That's so cool.
Yeah, I love the fire effect too.
Yeah, man.
I like the pencil. The pencil was a good move to
Yeah.
like try and get that reflectiveness, you know?
Yeah,
Isn't that
definitely.
great?
Worked.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite part.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
that's
fix
it.
the face, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the shape of that shoulder came out really nice, and all the little details.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, that's great. I can't wait. That's beautiful. Really, really good job.
Yeah.
Let's put you up, RG.
Oh. This is mine.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great, dude. I love the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the colors are awesome. The guy in the
Thanks.
back.
He's turning about.
That's so sick.
Thanks. I might touch up some of the colors after this, but yeah, not too shabby. I guess 2 hours.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, you gotta do the speed paint of it too. The built-in
Oh, the
appropriate
Oh yeah,
speed
yeah.
paint.
cool.
This is what I got. Let's start from the top.
Very
I
nice.
do like some fire there. That's what I'm working with. I'm actually pretty hyped about it. Looking at it now.
Yeah, it came out nice. Like the blacks look really good. You got like
Oh,
the
yeah, thank you.
backlighting too.
Yeah, I think if you black out some of the background and leave kind of like a white area around the Terminator, I think it'd look
Okay.
really good.
I might just do that right now then. Oh yeah, cool. Glad you guys like it. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Spilling. And RD, give some quick shout outs. Where can we find your work? Where can we find whatever?
So you can find me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm like most active on there. So yeah, at RD Murphy Art on Instagram, TikTok. I post my comics, updates, things like that. And then yeah, if you're on TikTok, if you want to see the Marvel character sheet I got going on, and you want to drop a comment for like who you want to see included next, let me know, and maybe I'll draw it.
I love that. So much. And you know what, dude? Congrats on being part of the LKC team.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing your stuff, and maybe we get, we'll definitely see each other at IC3, 100%. But
Yeah.
for any future tabling opportunities that come our way, we'll definitely try to work something out.
Oh, sweet.
But
Yeah, no.
give my love to Evan, and thank you so much for being on here tonight, man. I really
thank you for
really
having me.
appreciate it.
I was very excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, man, we'll do it again soon. We'll get you on an interview too, and we'll run a spotlight on you as well. So that'd be super great. You know what, guys? I just fixed that. That just helped the background.
Oh, that looks sweet. Gives me like nice texture too.
Yeah.
The brush, yeah, it's a lot better, huh? To draw straight lines with my brush for a little while to fix it. Yeah, dude, this has been a blast. Like seriously, like so much fun. You're a great artist. I really can't wait to see your next works. And good job. You have a really great style that you're working on.
Thanks.
For this, so it's great finding creators that are standing out with their own stuff. And we always try to bring them on here. But for anyone going to SPX this weekend, come find me on Saturday. I'll be hanging out. And if you're tabling, let me know so we could shoot a video together. I'll be getting some footage all weekend. So
where is SPX?
Bethesda, Maryland. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little far, dude. Sweet. But dude, thank you so much, and thanks for everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Good
Bye.
night. Bye.